Good morning, hi. Looking at my sweet little daughter.
Hello mga kasambahay, another day, another vlog, another new house to clean. Ngayong araw na to is in-ambush interview natin si Mother. At the same time is nandito tayo sa Walmart. Ayan, mag-grocery tayo mga kasambahay. Ayan, nandito tayo sa Walmart. So, mag-grocery muna tayo. Tapos ipakita ko sa inyo yung ambush interview natin kay Mother. At ito yon. What advice can you give to me as a mother-in-law?
Oh, well, I've never been one to give anybody any advice. I've got 3 kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have 3 kids.
I never was involved in telling them what to do.
See, that's the difference. Because in the Philippines, you know, even the mother-in-law have 5 in-laws, you know, daughter-in-law or son-in-law, they are always involved. They always, you know, if the husbands have a problem to the wife or the wife have a problem to the husbands, they are always involved. You know what I mean? So what kind of advice can you give for those kind of mother-in-laws that try to, you know, be involved every time, you know, in a way?
Well, it's, in my view, it's not good, because naturally either side is going to have the feeling that, oh, it's your mother, they're going to take sides with you.
Yeah.
And I've seen that in other families. But me, as a person, I like to see both sides. And I like to, I don't want to take sides with either one, you know, right or wrong. I like to give them my opinion of what I think.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say, you know, this is more right than you are, or you're more right than they are. I don't want to do that. But I would like to give, in some situations, give my opinion of what I would think if I was in their shoes.
Yeah.
That's the only kind of advice I would give, is to not try to side with either one. Lay it out in the middle.
That's the advice.
Yes. Because I'm sure both parties have faults.
Yeah.
Not one is totally right on anything.
Yeah.
So it would be hard for me to say how I would handle the situation, but I would give them my advice of what I thought at that particular time.
Yeah.
So that's just about it. Even though you wouldn't like what was taking place, just take, for instance, one of my children was, the husband was doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
I didn't take sides, but I did, you know,
say something about it.
I stayed out of it. I stayed out of, and not giving.
So you really, so Mama, it means you really didn't get involved, like being nagging in a way.
And another thing is, all 3 of my kids want to keep everything a secret. That trouble that was going on between them and their wives or husbands, they tried to keep it quiet, and usually I didn't know anything about it till it was
over
behind.
Yeah. Well, that's different with me. It's different when I came in the picture, because I don't keep secrets. If I'm mad, I'm mad.
Every one of mine keeps secret. Keep it. Oh, don't let Mama know. Keep it a secret. Don't tell Mama. Keep it this. So I really never know till it was over with.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah. Well, I guess the other thing with the Filipino culture is we always involve the family members.
Yeah.
Like if I am mad with Chris, you know, I'm the one who always tells you things like, oh, we argue or stuff like that. I always involve you in the picture. But Chris don't do that. Like, you know, if it's your argument between spouse and spouse, You're the one who's supposed to fix that. You don't involve the family members. How old is the oldest daughter, Mama?
She's 71.
And then the second.
The second one is 65, and the baby's 58.
That's my husband. That's Chris. That's the baby. Oh my goodness. Last advice you can give for the couples, since you've married, twice, and you stayed in relationship for 33 years and 30 years. So if you're married with one, that will gonna be 60 something years.
70.
Yeah, golly. So what advice can you give for couples?
Well, I think, in my opinion, is when you really love someone, the things that you do in everyday life, it doesn't seem hard or a bunch of trouble. You got the effort, and you really enjoy doing it when you're doing it as a family and as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
It don't seem that much of a hard struggle or such a hard road, because you kind of enjoy doing it whenever you love and care for somebody.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure there's days also that you didn't enjoy being married.
No, it's a kind of like your
Is it a choice or just obligation?
more like an obligation, and you don't have any, in a
choice?
sense. What would you do if you wasn't doing that? You got nowhere, nowhere else to go and nothing else to do, and you love your kids, so you just focus on
What you're doing.
taking care and loving them.
Yeah.
Is what you got on your mind, and it's just an everyday chore, not just every now and then, but it's just an everyday thing.
Every
Get up
day.
every day is a chore. It's like a routine. It's already laid out for you. Cook, clean, wash,
Yeah.
cut grass.
Even
Just-
cutting grass, you cut grass. Well, until now, she's still cutting grass. So she's 86 years old and she's still cutting grass. But that's the advice you can give. Just enjoy what
And
you're
I
doing.
say, if the couples can find something to do together and both of them enjoy the same thing, it would make life and marriage much better if you can, have the same thing, enjoy the same. Some things I know a woman don't want to do it, man does, like fishing and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that too much, maybe sometimes, but I don't know. Seems like a woman, I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but that's the way I was. I give in more than a husband would to do things to satisfy, to keep from causing a conflict.
So what you're trying to say is just to be submissive.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Just
Be a
go along.
submissive wife.
That was me the whole 70 years. And you really don't know what to do with yourself whenever you're left like me.
Yeah.
To start off with, I'm not saying you was just lock the door and beat down. I'm just saying everyday life. Just what good is it to argue and be mad at each other? Life is too short
Yeah.
to be angry with each other's partner. In my opinion,
Yeah.
that you could make life so much easier and so much more fun. You'd be looking for each day, to be happy.
Yeah. So be submissive as a wife and find something to do as a couple that
Right.
can make you enjoy. That's a good advice.
Greedy of, I'm not happy, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. It's hard to, when
Well,
when
yeah,
want to
you
do
know
something. I know
that's
for
kind of hard, especially especially for a younger generation nowadays. It's
Yeah.
different between 70 years ago when you were married than the
Times is
time,
different.
yeah, the time is different, because before, I've been taught that you need to be a submissive wife, because that's what the Bible tells, that's what the older people say.
Yeah.
You need to be a submissive wife to your husband. But nowadays, especially with a lot of things going on, a man cannot really rule a woman no more, because no one wants to be submissive. You do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. And, that's why there's a lot of divorce happening.
Right. Exactly.
Because really, no one wants to be submissive no more. And even, I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's so hard to do what you're doing, what you've done before,
right,
70 years ago. Because it's way different now. It's just like before, like you said, be submissive and find something that a couple wants to do. Well, nowadays, a younger generation, the things that they want to do together as a couple is drinking. One of those things are, partying.
Yes.
And drinking, and, those are the things that you really can.
Socializing with the wrong people.
Uh-huh.
That can lead you down a bad road in a hurry.
Uh-huh. So, well, even you can give a good advice, if our generation nowadays is way different than what it was.
Oh,
Bye.
goodbye, sweetie.